I'm here in Miami Beach, Florida, and I was just sitting down watching the waves crash into the shore. It's about 5 o'clock, just before sunset, and I wanted to film this video because I really started to think what it took for me to get here. For those of you that don't know, I'm Canadian, and it's actually in the middle of a global pandemic that I'm here. And I started to look at what are the 4 key components that I do on a regular basis to be able to accomplish my goals and dreams. So often, I'm on coaching calls with clients, and when they share their goals, dreams, and desires, they're followed by yeah buts. I want this video to be the end of your yeah buts. So let's get right into it. Number 1, you need to identify mentors, coaches, maybe influencers on social media, your family or friends, people that you look up to, that inspire you, that are living a life that you desire or potentially a part of the life that you desire. You need to start looking at what they do that separates them from you. Not from a comparison standpoint, but identifying your gap. The more that you can identify your gap between the people that are influential that you are inspired to be like, the easier it will be to find the tools and resources to fill that gap. Be careful not to compare yourself. Make sure that you stay in a state of inspiration, but identify either through asking them questions, starting with an acknowledgement and asking them to mentor you because you actually believe in them and you're inspired by them. Or maybe there's somebody that's out of your network that you can maybe study on YouTube. Start to identify the key core values, the morning routines. What do they do that's different? And put those in place in your own life. Second, you want to identify what your true goals and desires are. The thing is oftentimes we set our goals and desires based on things like what we think we want because of what we see, or what we see other people having that look like they have a better life than us. It's really important to identify what you truly want when you remove the limitations of money, limiting beliefs, what you think you can and can't accomplish, because those are the things that are truly going to have you live the most fulfilled life. So start to look at what are you working towards now, and are those things truly in alignment with what you really want, or are they motivated by things that are inauthentic? Now, the only way that you're gonna really be able to do that is if you really identify and start to understand who you are at the core. That's gonna be for a whole nother video, but for right now, just get honest about whose life you're living and what you're working towards. Number 3, plan. The more that you can identify your big and small goals and what it takes to accomplish them, the more that you can start to audit your current life to make sure that it aligns with that. I'll give you a quick example. I actually never stepped foot on a plane until I was 22 years old, and now I'm 31 and I've traveled to 28 different countries. Now, the only reason I was able to travel to those 28 different countries is because I started to look at what type of lifestyle, job, income would be required to accomplish those, and then I had to make the necessary changes over the course of 5 years to really go out and do those things. Now, those 28 countries are not like 1-week trips. I've actually backpacked for anywhere between 35 and 60 days across countries. But start small if traveling is something that's important to you. Number 4, and it's a kind of a segue into what I was just talking about, is you gotta have the courage and the ability to take massive action towards what it is that you want. And you do that by getting straight with what you don't want and look at what pieces of your current life are in alignment with being able to achieve those things and what aren't. Perfect example, does your job or your career currently allow you to take the time off that you need to go pursue the travel dreams that you have? Do you have enough finances to support going after and starting that non-for-profit or that business that you want? Do you have passive income streams that allow you to not have to just sacrifice your time for money to give you a little bit more freedom and flexibility to actually create what you want to create? It's like going into a kitchen and wanting to bake something or make a meal. You can make a variation of that meal with no recipe, but how much more effective are you going into that kitchen and making that meal when you have a recipe? I'm gonna leave you one last thing that I really want to hit you at the core with and really have you understand. If you were at the end of your life, or when you're at the end of your life, are there any things that currently right now that you would look back on and feel regretful that you didn't accomplish or work towards or go after? I promise you, If you think about that and you really get clear and straight with yourself, and there's something there that you know you would regret if you didn't go after, that's what you need to go get. Stay blessed. Thanks for watching the video.